probably gonna come back down and bother the dog.
Son of a bitch. Is that John?
Maybe.
Synchronization claps for the audio for this court case. I'm going to clap 3 times. Hopefully that should sync up nicely. Ready, Joe?
There we go.
Yeah, so we're going to say, this is the legal defense. Anyone who hears this will, yada, yada, yada. And then we just go over what the accusations are and what our evidence we're going to present is.
Yeah,
we won't get into too many specifics, but we'll do, the timeline of PP Hertz on the character of Joe Buckley, cultural zeitgeist, and all that. So this is going to be a short video, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have some moves in it. But,
yeah.
Be ready to pick this up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were still doing this.
Well, we're going to do that. It's a fun goof.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome. This is the confidential defense meeting for Joey Bobby Buckley's defense team. My name is Tad Robert Becker.
I'm
No, I fucked it up.
Okay, that's fine.
I stumbled. The cat's gonna fucking jump over here.
I'll punch him.
No, if the cat comes over your station.
Alright, beat it.
Hello and welcome. This is the confidential meeting of the defense team for Joey Bobby Buckley. I am expert defense attorney Tad Roberto Buckley. Joey has been accused of stealing a joke from Henry Zabrowski of Last Podcast on the Left fame. I believe, as well as my client knows, that he did not steal this joke.
No, absolutely not.
At the absolute worst, he is guilty of forgetfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Not a crime. Not in the state of Illinois.
Mm-hmm. I would be arrested because I don't know when my mother's birthday is. I'll admit that.
So, what we're here to today to see is we're going to explain what our defense strategy is going to be. This is a 4-pillar defense. Okay. The first is a timeline of PP Hurt, or PPH as it will be referred to from here forward. We have established a timeline. The prosecution says that in 2015, when the episode for Last Podcast on Left of Cannibalism came out, Joe heard this, and then he adopted it as his own. He stole it. That's what they're accusing this sweet little boy of doing.
This was me only a year, maybe 2 years ago.
Look at how much happy. Look how much happier he was.
I got stubble. I can't help it.
He stopped shaving. Yeah. He's not smooth anymore. This is what this case has done to him.
My hands are shaky. And look at I used to be able to play pool. Look at him now.
We have our timeline that we have established, which is impossible for Joe Buckley to have stolen this joke. We also have several instances in defense, thanks to our wonderful, wonderful Joe Buck family.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. The fans have been wonderful in my trying times during this case.
Unprecedented times. We have established many character witnesses for Joe, established a character profile for who a joke thief may be, which Joey does not fit in the slightest. On top of that, as for how Joey came to the bad boy Bubby persona, the good boy Bubby persona, and where this My PP Hurts came from, we have explanations for this. And furthermore, we have explanations as to why he said My PP Hurts. And let's just say, it's damning for a certain key witness of the prosecution.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we ask for your help, your care, and most importantly, your money in defending Joey Bobby Buckley and defending the free speech of the United States of America.
Mm-hmm. You
Are
don't
you
want
a
to go to
patriot?
Facebook jail, do you?
Are you a fucking patriot?
No.
I sure hope you are. Our PP hurts. PP hurts in solidarity.
Yep, hashtag
Thank
it.
you for watching. Ryan and Tyler Am, you are going down.
You're going to hell for what you've done to me. You're going to hell. You're going to burn.
Goodbye.
Jesus won't even be able to save you. That cat.
I was hoping he would come over here.
Yeah.
Do you want to do another take, or do you think that one's good?
I can't think of anything we messed up.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Joe, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Hello, man with no brain. I'm Joseph Robert Buckley.
They caught me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joseph.
Hello there, man with no brain universe. I'm Joseph Robert Buckley, defendant. This is my lawyer, Tad Robert Beckert.
Tad Robert Beckert
Yep.
of Let Me Tell You About and Sons legal firm.
And he is going to be, basically, he is going to be my saving grace, my angel, my sweet little bubby. He is going to completely just turn the jury around on this. Basically, we have mountains of evidence, like, just showing that I am not guilty. I would never, ever steal a joke from anybody. I am a wannabe comedian, so I know you don't go around stealing jokes from people. We got evidence.
Joe Buckley is a cherubic, perfect example of the man-boy mentality of the 2020s, 2021s, maybe even 2022s.
Yeah, I think
We
so.
have yet to see the full effects of the corona on stunting the emotional growth of our nation's children.
I don't want to go outside anymore. I think it's scary. I think it's too big for me, so I am going to stay inside. That's my declaration.
So what we're here to show you today is this is the evidence that we will present for Joseph Robert Buckley to prove his innocence.
We have a white Bronco of justice riding in with no bullet holes in the side.
Yep, no saddle. Joe's riding it bareback. He's taking that horse bareback. They call him Mr. Hands because he's handy. He's a great man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
that's-
my way around the hammer.
I don't think. Let's check out our. Let's go
Okay.
right to our evidence,
Okay.
Joseph.
No, I think that's
the
a good
more
idea.
that you speak, it hurts your case.
Okay.
Here, hold
Okay.
on to this.
Okay,
while
I got my briefcase.
take my gun.
Yeah.
Let's check out the emails.
Okay.
This is an email from Jude Big Boy. This is evidence regarding the Joe Buck,
Yes.
the titular Buck. One time he talked to me about Magic the Gathering, and it made me happy. Would a criminal do that?
And speaking of Magic the Gathering, talking frankly here for a moment. So people know I used to be big into the Magic scene, but what's this? What is this, people? Let's take a look.
Interesting.
Why are my fetch lands in here?
Why
Huh.
are your fetch lands in there, Joseph?
Why's my shiny Kozilek in here? Why's my lovely artifacts in this binder, huh? I'll
is
tell
that?
you why. Because for the last year, this trial has been weighing so heavily on my soul, I haven't been able to even play Magic the Gathering. They've taken that from me.
Now, Joseph, when you've played Magic the Gathering, have you ever seen an instance in which, so let's say, someone tried to cheat or someone was unpleasant to play with, and did you handle that in a responsible, mature, and legally defensible manner?
Yes, I did. There was a man who would always basically be whiny. He'd be whiny if he didn't get to win. So what we did
No,
is...
I'm talking about someone else, not you.
No, I am a perfect Magic the Gathering player. I have commanders.
Have you ever seen someone who was trading someone a Magic the Gathering card, and they were giving them a bad deal.
Yeah. I've seen people try to shark new
And
players,
did you
is what it's
stop
called.
them from sharking them?
I did. Yeah, I
Okay,
absolutely
good.
did. Yeah. I defended those small children who just got a foil planeswalker in their pre-release kit. And I said, no, wait, you shouldn't trade that away for a common land.
Yes, Joe's a hero to some people.
Yeah. I would run into the towers. I'm just saying, I think I would run into the towers.
What is the next? Let's move on to the next email here.
Okay.
This one is Joe's Innocence. This is from Ethan RX.
Fine man, fine young man.
All right, Joe. I think you should read this one.
Okay. Look, I'm just gonna spell it out. Joe's got a big dump truck of an ass. A real jaw-dropper. The kind of booty that would make a man's eyes pop out and go, oh, ooga, and then proceed with, now that's a dame. Joe Buckley not only has a fat posterior, but is also a holder of the esteemed title of Wiener Haverman, which is only given to mans who have wieners. Anyway, Joe's probably innocent. Here's an image.
And then their tagline on their signature is from some kind of professional company. So they sent
Yes.
this from a
He's a sergeant. He's in the military.
This is from a very serious email.
Yeah.
The image they attached was a JoJo with a clown. And speaking of JoJo's, JoJo here is a clown. He's a clown of fate.
I try to clown. I think the best thing you can do in a bad situation is joke, have a laugh at people's expense, just point and giggle, maybe snicker to yourself.
All of life is a circus.
Yeah.
And this little boy here,
I've always got roasted peanuts for you.
Yeah, he's got peanuts. And do you think Joe Buckley is throwing them at the elephants?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I throw them at the dwarves.
When you go to that fucking Texas...
Yeah, Barnum and Barely.
No, I'm talking about Texas Roadhouse. You know,
Okay.
they have like a bucket of peanuts, and some people just throw them on the ground. Do you do that, Joe? Do you go against the
Absolutely
grain?
not. No, I would not touch the peanuts. I only want steak there.
Did you hear that? He would never touch the peanuts.
Yeah, no
would
peanuts
never.
for me.
Well, yeah, see, Joe, dump truck haver, innocent man. He actually cleans his entire plate at restaurants not because he...
I want to make it easier on the wait staff. I want to make it easier for the people cleaning the dishes. That's
Joe
how much I care.
cares more about the wait staff than he does his own weight.
Yeah.
Cleans the plate so they don't have
Yes.
to work hard.
I will put on another 25 pounds just to make the wait staff's job easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like a bus boy, he's a best boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the joke. Next email. This one is from April.
Oh.
Joe Buck is an innocent man. He plays Left 4 Dead 2 with me sometimes, and if I
Yes.
say I really like a weapon, he lets me grab it. What kind of criminal would do that? Plus, he gave me magic advice.
I have.
Now, Joe, what is your favorite weapon in Left 4 Dead 2? Is it the samurai sword?
I enjoy the spray guns. I really don't aim in most games, so I'll take any kind of weapon where it just sprays a bunch of bullets or fire.
Now, Joe Buck, I'm going to give... Now, I know how hard it is for Joe Buck to deal with hypotheticals. So this is going to be hard for him. But let's say we were playing Left 4 Dead 2. Okay, and I want you to tell me what you would do in this situation. Let's say that I've already picked Coach. Someone else already has Ellis. I think the other one's Nick. Would you accept playing What's-Her-Face? Would you be like, you know what, to ensure that everyone else here has an enjoyable time, I will play Deborah, or whatever her name was. Now let's say, Joe, that Coach picks up the shotgun. Nick picks up the flamethrower or whatever. And then the other one, would you take a sniper rifle? That's what I'm saying, Joe. Would you take one for the team?
Yes, I would.
What a hero. He is sacrificing his time in Left 4 Dead for the enjoyment of these other people. A criminal wouldn't do that. A criminal would say, hey, I'm going to take this rocket launcher and I am just going to shoot my teammates.
Yes, I'm going to shoot them at the feet. I would never.
Joe Buckley is the man that if he is at the end of the level, the one where you get in the hospital and you have to get in the helicopter at the end and a tank can throw a rock at you, he will leave that helicopter and he will make the level not end because he wants to save you. That's the kind of person that my client is.
Yeah. An American hero.
He uses mods to make himself look like anime girls.
Yes.
Not for his benefit, but for yours.
Yes, yeah, just to give you something pretty to look at.
Next email. Oh, now this one is a detractor email, so we're going to debunk this one. This is from Nick saying Joe Buckley is... Guilty.
He calls me a bitch ass motherfucker.
He says that he's come to make an announcement. Joe Buckley is a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife. That's right. He took his Buckley fucking curly dick out wrong on all accounts so far.
It's straight, not
And-
bent, not curly.
Everything about Joe Buckley is straight.
Yes, yeah, 100% straight man.
So this man is making a call-out post on his twitter.com saying that Joe Buckley has a small dick. It's the size of a walnut, except what... Oh, this is that fucking Sonic Adventure 2 meme. I didn't even realize that till just now. Well, he goes on and says a few racist things. He says he says that we have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth.
He said something about gypsies in there, and that's not okay to say anymore.
Joe, what is your favorite racial slur? None of them.
Yeah, none.
He doesn't like it. He thinks Joe Buckley doesn't see color.
Yeah.
That's why if he doesn't like someone, he'll.
Yeah, I would punch a woman, just like I would punch a man who's smaller than me.
What about a child?
Yeah.
If a child got in front of you and they didn't say please or thank you, what would you do, Joe?
I would step on their toes on the train.
Wow.
Yep.
What if they had light up Lightning McQueen sneakers? What would you do?
Just scuff them, just stomp on them. And then you look away so it looks like it doesn't, like you didn't do it. I mean, that I think is the American way. You get yours.
Now, would you do that for any infraction?
No, because I'm a pleasant man. That's only for the most egregious.
Wow. Can you say that? Can you say that you would not scuff a child's shoes?
Yeah. Would you? Yeah. I don't think so. I think any of us would.
Next email. All right, so this one is not necessarily... I don't know where this one came
defense,
from.
yeah.
This isn't like a defense. I think this is just a solicitation. This is from Rachel. They're a big fan, hailing all the way from Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
They're wondering if Joe has ever had a romantic partner of any kind, and if we could get a funny story from his childhood relating to that kind of thing. All the best, Rach. Pronounced... Oh, I actually got that right in one.
Oh, okay.
Pronounced Rach. So this is just an example of Joe Buck's kind and giving nature of what he brings to the world.
Yeah. I remember in high school, some girls threw a tampon on me and they laughed.
And he just took that. He took it home.
No. I threw it on the floor and then pretended it didn't happen.
You threw it on the floor
Yes.
for someone else to pick up? Or did you want to... He has to revise the story. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah,
for
no,
Joe
I
Buckley.
put it in my notebook and threw it away later.
He kept it to return to them at a later date in case they dropped it on accident. Because Joe Buckley, how could you ever... Look at that cherubic little face.
Yeah.
You can never just take that and... Never. You
Yeah,
could
don't
never
do that.
Just...
No, that would be awful. Please don't hit me.
never happen. Because Joe Buckley is a hero.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could never just look at him and just get mad. I would never get mad if at some point in the future Joe Buckley may have made an inappropriate decision involving a case incident.
I don't know.
But that wouldn't be real. That would
Okay.
be an alternate future.
Yes. Yeah, like some kind of horrific hellscape like T2. You've seen T2, right? Everybody loves T2.
Yes, I do love T2.
Yes.
My name is Tad, so that's Tad as well, Tad T2.
Yeah.
Next email.
Yeah, that's what they call it on the DVD cover.
What in the fuck?
It looks like maybe someone posted my defense on 4chan.
Light your cock on fire? Am I having a stroke trying to read this, Joe?
No, that
Maybe my
says
tie's on
that.
a little bit too tight.
Yeah, maybe.
DinkyCock64 for the Nintendo Shit Cube. When a router fucks a live leak, eat your greens, Joe Buckley. That's a really long mug.
It is, yeah. That's because I like to drink stuff.
So, as you can tell from this
Person's very passionate.
They're very, very passionate about Joe Buck to the point these accusations have stopped their ability to even function.
Yeah, they're rambling.
They're rambling. I see the word when Seeth Cope, Lily from Sun and Moon, the Nintendo 3DS. They were just reading things off in their room.
They were looking at posters. I understand.
Just like, what's your name? Name leaker of Cosmo from Timmy Turner's Glands. Hey Wanda, turn my mom laugh track. Okay, Timmy. This is not a vitamin C. They are just reading things that they saw.
Yeah, this trial has been so stressful for everyone involved.
Wow.
The defense involved. I mean, I'm sure the prosecution is having a belly laugh over here. But it's been so stressful to me and my fans that look at what it's done to them.
Not even really fans, just your fans are family. Joe is the Olive Garden of podcasting.
Yeah, I service with a smile. That's the Joe Buck model.
All right, we'll go to the next email. This person needs some help that we can't provide, unfortunately. This email here is from Fox McLeod. I almost read their email, which has some interesting words in it. Their contribution is that Joe Buckley will often respond to someone with his famous phrase, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." This phrase has entered my life. I will find myself using it in everyday conversation, using the same inflection and cadence. No one seems to know how or why I started using it, but if some schmuck like me can adopt this phrase, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," why is it a crime for Joe Buckley to adopt the phrase, "My pee-pee hurts"? Yeah. Set Joe free. He is an innocent man. Yeah, thank you for 100%. Your contribution, Mr. McLeod.
Yeah, hats off to you.
Hats off. That's not...
Yeah.
All tip.
No, yeah, that's like a United States thing.
Joe doesn't know much about hats. I've never seen Joe wear a hat.
Well, it's because... No, I have golden locks, and a hat will just lock me up in a cage. I can't have it. I gotta be set free with my hair.
You're like the biblical hero Samson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, I also will probably get my, Achilles cut.
Next email.
I know history.
I'm just checking to see if it was positive.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Joseph.
I would like to declare that Joseph Robert Buckley, as a fictional character, is a fictional character, and therefore cannot be held accountable for his actions, since it's all a work of fiction, therefore not real. Then, by definition, the Buckley is a fictional character, and I quote, "In fiction, a character, sometimes known as a fictional character, is a person or other being in a narrative, such as a novel, play, television series, film, or video game. Character, particularly when enacted by an actor in the theater or cinema, involves the illusion of a human being. As Ryan has said, the Buckley is something more than a human. Therefore, he admits that the Buckley is an illusion of a human person, and so is a work of fiction, and can't be charged for any crimes against humanity, decency, and comedy."
I think that's a very solid point, Joe. You do qualify as barely human.
Yeah.
I saw this man devour 3 chicken McSandwiches, as well as a macchiato, which, for those who don't know, I think is just black coffee and cream. There's no sugar.
I'm already sweet enough.
No sugar.
That's what my mama said. I'm already sweet.
Joe Buckley only subsists on things that are sugar and contain 0 sugar, by which I mean they have fake sugar.
Yes, Splenda.
No truly rounded living creature can survive only on sugar. Joe's actions are not those of a living, breathing human being with thoughts and emotions.
What kind of man do you think subsists on blue slush? That's like some kind of cartoon. That's like my gym partner's a monkey.
Yeah, and you think he's been making a monkey out of you?
Yeah. You think I'm some kind of
trying to trick
gorilla?
you? That
You think
he's
I'm
real?
Harambe?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and just like Harambe, if what I think may happen, I do not want to end up shot, bleeding, holding a child in a cage just for the simple crime of being curious. Is that what you're going to execute Joe Buckley for? Being curious?
Yep, just like George, he'll go down the same way. Same path.
What were you so curious about, George?
What's in the basement, George?
Yeah. What was in the box, George?
Next email. My contact is slipping. This is from Andrew. Joseph, Joe Buckley, is a man of pure animal instinct. Lust and Monster brand energy drinks are his only driving force. This man cares not for the societal norms, and his nature, demeanor, proves he cannot and will refuse integrate. I'm having a hard time reading the grammar here. Will refuse integrating with society, even given the opportunity. And then they say specifically not to say this part, but in all honesty, they really appreciate him. Don't bring this part up.
Well, you know what? I'd like to bring up another man who refused the societal norms of his day. Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
He looked at everyone around him just owning slaves, and he said, "No, I don't think I'll do that. I don't think that's right.
Famous from the very beginning, Mr. Lincoln was against the idea of slavery. He went into office saying, I am going to destroy the bonds of slavery.
Yeah, yeah. As a toddler, he even said his first words were "no slave."
No slave.
Yep.
All men created equal.
Yeah, yeah. That was very famous.
Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley, that's your quote.
That's
all
what I
men are
believe
created
in.
equal. Joe Buckley.
Yeah, except for furries.
Oh.
I'd just like to put that in there, apostrophes.
Apostrophe. Yeah. Quotation marks. Next email.
Yeah, we can.
Let's start with the fan art.
Yeah. So here's a wonderful photo. Basically, it illustrates me straight dripping, and it says "My pee hurts," and I've got Swiss cheese. I'm wearing Swiss cheese.
He's got the. This is how relevant this image is, and current is that he has the Supreme jacket. Joe straight dripping.
Yeah.
He got that drip. He got the Rhea. That Rhea, it's gone now, but it didn't used to be.
My pee dripping.
And next one. Now this one, I actually don't know if this is Joe. I guess this is like a famous guy, like a famous musician who looks exactly like Joe.
Okay.
And I don't know his name.
That counts. That still counts.
I think that counts. That's one more. That's two in Joe's favor.
Yes. Yeah. I don't see any Ryan fan art.
Actually, there is some.
We just won't mention that.
There is Ryan fan art.
Okay.
Next image. Oh, it's just Joe holding the wiener.
Okay. See.
This one for sure is Joe.
Yes. Yeah.
Nope. I don't know what that background is. I can't really. I think it's Joe screaming.
Okay. That's good to play in my favor.
It looks like a slush.
It does look like a slush. So yeah, it's definitely Joe, not someone else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next one. That is from SC, by the way. I know who that is.
Yeah. See. So at one image, there's a picture of a man shrugging, and he goes, and it's them trying to kick Trump out of office. But then
Not interested.
No, thank you. But then he's like, yeah, give me that straight up. Give me that straight up.
Trial of Joe Buckley. Interested.
Oh yeah,
Joe,
very
do you know
interested.
who this man is?
Is that Drake?
Actually, is it?
Is that Drake? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no. Okay.
I think it is Drake. Good job.
Okay.
Knowledgeable man of the world. Joe Buckley. Can I get a little high five? He took a little too long. Next one. This is the fan cam.
This is a video.
Fan cam. Joe Buck fan cam. We stand Joe Buck.
Thank you.
I feel like the audio is going to get blown out with the microphone there.
Yeah.
Joe, just not get into it, Joe. Get a trumpet, Joe. You got a waltz. As your lawyer, to have me celebrate you anymore, Joe, it's going to cost an extra $50.
Okay.
Or those shock lands that you showed me earlier.
No, I need my lines. Do you have change for 200? No, please, no, not my wallet. Look it. There's me drawn in the style of Steven Universe, a classic children's show that no one could ever find any fault with.
Joe is also a small, fat child.
I identify with Steven.
Yep.
Did he do something bad? Did he do a Shinji?
He did commit genocide, I think.
Okay.
But it was okay, they were bad guys.
Okay, I understand.
And then as you can see, that's his lawyer there. That's what his lawyer used to be. Actually, no, that's not the lawyer at all. This is a completely different person. As you can tell, the hair, the glasses, the mustache, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, someone handsome.
Yeah,
He looks pretty handsome, yeah.
I don't know, I think I could take him in a fight.
No. Yeah, we could beat him up.
And then the next one I think is just more.
No, the next one, look it. It's me, the nostalgia critic, versus Ryan, the Chad Linkara. Versus the virgin Linkara.
I'm pretty sure it's Tyler and Ryan, Joe.
Oh.
And you're at the bottom.
No. Okay, I'd like to revise my statement.
That's you in a black hoodie. It is us versus the forces of oppression.
The nostalgia critic and the irate gamer.
Oh, man. We better not be playing anything on the Commodore 64.
No, I call it the Commodore 69 because it's like sex.
I thought you were going to say 64.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Suck
Nintendo, the Nintendo Suck Dick CO4.
Oh, next one.
Do we want to show an example of Joe being so helpful and kind?
Yes, let's start with the goodness of Joe.
Okay.
And then we're going to go into the comparison between the sound bits.
Okay.
And then we're going to explain how it is different, and then we'll hit him with our ace in the hole, which is all the other instances of my pee-pee hurts.
Okay.
Years before last podcast.
Yeah. This is on the set of Butcher the Bakers. You remember 2 years ago? We were in Washington Park, and wherever, filming Thursday Panic.
Yeah, we did a couple of locations.
I couldn't remember the name of
Like
it.
a year ago. And we were at the Pepper House.
What is Joe doing? Joe, what are you doing?
Just trying to inspire the crew.
Look at everyone. They've got smiles on their faces.
Joy.
They're not looking at their phones. They're living in the moment.
Yeah, they're filming. They're filming the moment to document.
Look at you. You're outside.
We're gonna film our hearts out. Yeah. We're gonna get the lighting. Yeah. We're gonna get the sets. Yeah. We're gonna get the action. Yeah. And I want you to know that you are one of the most beautiful directors I have ever seen.
And to think in the future that director would backstab Joe like this. Look at him. He's signing autographs.
All right.
No, that's not.
Oh, that's not what you're doing?
No.
You're signing. He's fixed his glasses. Fashionista icon.
And this is for you from everybody. What is it?
What's that soup? Oh no, it's like
Money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Trevor and Zach set this up. Yeah. Because the funds were running low on Butcher.
Everyone is so nice and caring and kind.
We got invited into a group hug.
If only things could have stayed so kind. You got to treat this like a true crime documentary. If only things had stayed this positive.
But what was he really doing in the driveway at 12:45?
So that's Joe being nice.
Nick Candy.
Nick Candy.
Yeah.
These are all instances of my client being a helpful, useful person.
5, 4, 3. Let's hold on a second. I'm gonna start again.
Are you going to shoot that man in the face?
And
But joyously. That's what he wanted. He wanted to be shot.
3, 2, 1.
That's a lot of candy.
No.
Can you willingly letting that candy fall to the ground for this person's benefit?
And guess who cleaned it up?
Who?
Joseph Robert Buckley.
Now look in the camera, Nick. Do something else.
What was this for, Joseph? Was this something that was going to give you monetary benefit, even though you were off camera?
No. This was for the benefit of Nick Swartz. He wanted a cool YouTube, like, pop-in thing, so we gave him it.
Wow. And it was candy. Wow, Joe, that's very kind of you. To donate your time like that to your friends. Wow.
I try to help.
What a helpful young man. Now, let's see. Joe, I've heard that you're an ordained priest and that some people disagree with that.
Yeah.
But as we pull up here, Joe is a dudist priest.
Yeah.
He can't officiate weddings. In fact, I don't know if he even has it in his wallet.
That was extra.
Oh, there's Joe's Six Flags Flash Pass.
I'd rather die than go to Six Flags, but that's okay. Please don't take my money. No, some people have brought into question my religion. They say it's not even a real religion. What are you doing, Joe? There's no way you could possibly legally bury someone. And I'd like to tell you that's absolutely wrong. I have every single legal right that any other priest is entitled to. And, I got the certificate. I filed my name online at the Judaism website, and that makes me a priest.
Yeah, Joe is a holy man.
Yeah, better than most of you.
He's a holy man in the eyes of the
God,
dude,
yeah.
and in the eyes of his stomach, because Joe can put away a lot of refried chicken.
Yeah, absolutely. And I could smoke a little bit of ganja.
Yep, Joe got that ganja.
Yeah, and that's a sacred religious right. Whenever I smoke weed, that is a religious right, and you can't take that from me.
Religious right trying to get taken away by the left.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, they want to put up a statue of Satan up there, but they don't want to let me smoke weed in front of a preschool? What the hell's wrong with America?
Oh, okay. This is a fan-submitted video.
Oh, yes.
Just be honest. Let's just get it out. Is that from something? Did you hear it somewhere?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
So
We've been told that Joseph Robert Buckley Alexander IV has stolen jokes. But are we as a people ready to believe these scoundrels when they've done actions like this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
That's a redneck right there.
Can we see that?
See that? See that act of
safe
aggression?
I know.
That act of malice? Is it true
keep yourself safe.
what we stand for
They'll
as
never get me again.
a society?
Never be a victim.
This is why I stand for the man who can't stand to stand this injustice. For he can't stand, for his pee-pee hurts.
At least I get some fan support.
Yeah. Some people care about Joe Buckley. And they're not even being paid for it.
No, absolutely not.
I think the rest of it's just blank.
I don't have any money to give. I got nothing.
Now, Joe Buckley, he's not infallible. As we'll see here, Joe Buckley sometimes does get a little excited and will put a hole into the wall of a church basement.
Looks both directions, then runs to the right in that weird way where he kind of ducks down while swinging his arms stiffly. It's hilarious. Remember, he's naked. Could you do your run
Hilarious.
for us really quick?
Try to make the man naked.
Is there room for this? There's a cord. There's a cord there. Yeah, it's alright. Do we have room for this? There we go. Do we have 50 yards?
Joseph.
I was just so excited.
Oh. A little scamp, Joe.
I don't always do the correct thing, but I mean well.
Joe means well. You really did put a hole in that. You're like a brick.
Yeah. Too strong to be put down.
What is cross-eye and bug house?
That's from the same. That's from whenever I was doing the pee-pee hurts impression.
Okay,
Those are
okay.
two other impressions I was doing at the same time.
Pee-pee hurts. My wiener hurts. Oh, I got things in my wiener. I got nails stuck in my wiener. Ow, ow, ow.
See, that was one voice I was doing.
So these are characters.
Yeah, these are little skits I was doing. Man who says buh.
And then he ends it with a scream.
I bet they've done that on last podcast, maybe. I bet they screamed.
What is this character?
Where's Bughouse character?
Where's
Wondering
Bughouse?
where's Bughouse?
What is his bug house? Is that where he keeps his caterpillars?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't really delved into the psyche of that character yet.
I can understand, especially considering one of these three characters was absolutely decimated and ripped apart by these people that you had trusted friends. They invaded your bug house, Joe.
Yeah.
And you love those bugs. You're a bug chaser.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah, I go on
that, I'm positive.
I go on forums like www.findbugs.com and stuff like cool websites like that with cool
Joe
clip
loves
art.
pepper grinders. I think you always talk about how you need to go check your grinders.
Yeah, just a cool website for other people like me, like-minded people.
So the crux of this argument is that Joe Buckley is playing a character that sometimes gets a little out of hand. He runs through walls, smacks right into it, leaves a mark on the people, leaves a mark on the world. Sometimes he goes a little far. Sometimes he's kind-hearted. Sometimes he cares.
Yeah.
Joe
Sometimes
Buckley
I care a little bit
cares.
too much.
He cares a lot about you.
Yeah, the audience. All I want to do is entertain the audience.
And sometimes he gets a little carried away. Now, as you saw in those characters that Joe Buckley was playing, Joe Buckley's my pee-pee hurts, I got a nail stuck in my wiener. That's pretty funny. Now, is it possible that Joe Buckley heard last podcast on the left? For sure, I think he did. Oh, wait, do we have the timeline sitting around somewhere? All right.
Okay.
So Joe Buck's my pee-pee hurts. He heard it years ago. Years, I believe. I don't have my paperwork in front of me, but I believe it was anywhere from 3 to 5 years between the last podcast and the last episode and Joe in the earliest recorded instance, which would have been half a year before the Benevolent Buckley, as that was when it was being written. It was written into his character, as we have in the script here.
Yeah, yeah.
That character said, "My pee hurts,"
Well,
et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, I can't feel my pee-wee. I can't feel my pee-wee.
I can't feel my pee-wee. I can't feel my pee-wee.
Yeah. And that was written into the Benevolent Buckley script. So it's like we were already playing with these ideas kind of in our head all the way back then.
So as you can see here, page 6, Benevolent Buckley, episode 2. This is when it was written, which would have been 2015, not that long.
17,
18, 17.
Yeah.
The last podcast left episode, I believe, was 2013. So it was a ways ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was such a natural speaking thing in Joe Buckley's language that it was written into the Benevolent Buckley.
Yes.
Now, it is possible that Joe heard it, said it, thought it was fun, didn't even realize he was talking about it. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to show you now in our evidence what true joke thieves do.
Yes,
what true joke theft
These people are awful.
Like.
Yes. And it's so clear, and you can see it so easily.
Joe Buckley has never, ever taken a joke and claimed it as his own. Mm-hmm. If anyone ever asked, he would immediately tell you where the joke came from, because Joe has a high level of respect for his radio talk shows.
Yeah.
His
the comedic personalities. I do have
Anthony
a high level. Well, he's a Nazi.
Oh.
Yeah. And Opie stepped on a homeless man's cake. Most of them are bad people who do mean things, but...
But you wouldn't steal a joke from
No,
them.
never. Never. No.
Such as with these fine fellows here from a podcast that makes $90,000 a month by giggling like morons in middle school.
Yes, they do. Yeah, it's basically like sitting at the dumbest kids' high school table, but they're very funny, and this is someone Saturday Night Live stole from them. And this is an example of that.
It's Michael Cancellano and Tony Simpanero.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I heard maybe 15 years ago you said something racist.
He has no tooth. That man has no tooth. That's how much pain he's had inflicted on him.
You were 13.
Hypothetically, I'm saying.
I go away 20 years, and all of a sudden now there's friggin' Mexicans controlling the neighborhood?
Okay.
Mikey, college sports guy that pretends to be a leftist, but occasionally lets his true colors show. Where he's deeply pro-police.
What? What, I say something wrong?
No disrespect on Paulie. We all get your point. I just think it's a little weird that you made it so, I don't know, racial. Yes, thank you, one person.
Maybe somebody could get you fired. It's a pretty job you got there. I wouldn't want anything happening to it. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to say that I have the receipts. It'd be a real shame.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if somebody came through here and told your boss.
As you saw in that video, very clearly, almost one-for-one joke theft.
Yeah. They just heard it on Cometown, and then the Saturday Night Live writer thought, hey, you know what? I don't have to work today. I got this cool bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now.
And do we want to play the other one where they got caught doing that? The Saturday Night Live writer also stole a Ratatouille fucking bit from Cometown.
Yeah, it's multiple instances. The video, the joke was that the rat controls the man when he has sex.
Yeah.
And Saturday Night Live does the exact same bit. It's me, Katie Hughes, aka. Do the exact same thing.
Oh, it's Katie Hughes.
Katie Hughes.
But I didn't like that they stole another Cometown bit. Somebody is listening to Cometown and then just writing their bits down and going, my homework's done.
How about Ratatouille, but he teaches a guy how to fuck.
I love that.
He's just under the hat.
He's pulling his hair. Yeah.
That guy's wife is like, can you take your chef's hat off? He's like, no.
Hi, my name is Ratatouille.
He's the one who controls me while we're having sex. He deserves all the credit.
Now, as we showed, Saturday Night Live has stolen a lot of this content very easily.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer is the odds of her not being a joke thief are very, very, very low. And the reason for that is that, as this clip will show, many, many instances, multiple instances over a long period of time, stealing these jokes, retelling them with less of a punch because they miss what the essence of the joke is. She is someone that has established a pattern. This is a Carlos Mencia, an Amy Schumer. People that take jokes, they will butcher them, they will bastardize them, and they will reuse them without changing the slightest bit.
Yeah. And what this is, I mean, this is like a 4 or 5 minute compilation I did of like only the best moments. There's a half hour of this on YouTube. And I took the like 10 best, most clear times she stole.
Joe Buckley, the only recorded time you could even interpret a joke theft by Buckley would be this one. This one time, if I wanted to be extremely generous and grant the prosecution, maybe he did it on purpose. I don't believe that, but just in case he was, does not fit with a joke theft's persona.
No.
Joe creates content on his own and he will not reiterate what he has heard piece for piece, missing the joke. The goofs that Joe tells, he will know. Fuck no, this is a lie. No, you don't know what you're doing halfway through a joke, Joe.
I listen, I speak my mind, I just say things that I think up in my head.
Never have I asked Joe, hey, did you make that up? And if he says no, this is a bit from...
Yeah.
Boom. He will instantly say where it came from. He will instantly source a joke. Because Joe Buckley, like I said...
I have integrity.
He has some integrity in certain things. Yes, he will steal from Walmart. But honestly, fuck Walmart. If you have over 50,000 employees, you deserve to have your staplers stolen.
Yeah. Did you know that Walmart actually teaches its employees how to apply the food stamps? Yeah, that's real.
Holy shit, really?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's how great of a society we have here.
I think maybe in that case, Joe Buckley was justified when he did steal the Sonic the Hedgehog collection for the Nintendo DS from Walmart.
I think of it like a video game Robin Hood, taking from the rich and giving to myself.
And sometimes you let your brother borrow.
Exactly, or my cousin Ted.
Yep. I actually had your copy of Sonic Adventure 2.
And I need that back.
I'm sorry, but it got stolen at a garage sale. That's the difference right there. Joe, how do you feel about someone that steals from a garage sale?
No, that would be awful. I would never do that.
Now, why would it be awful?
Because
why is it different?
That's taking from an individual, and the corporation is not an individual, even though they get to lobby like one. They're not.
Now, corporations are not people and should not be treated as such. Now, Joe, does that apply to anything else in your life that you like to do? Does this philosophy that these large mega corporations don't deserve to be treated with kindness? Does that apply to anything else that you do in your day-to-day life?
Oh, yeah. The public domain used to be 15 years with a 15-year extension, and now it's 95. I don't believe in that, so I pirate media. I am an archivist, I'm a media preserver, and I absolutely believe in that, yeah.
Now, let's circle back around to the prosecution's main argument. Joe Buckley stole the phrase, my pee-pee hurts. Now, possibility that Joe came up with this on his own? Completely thrown out the window by the prosecution. How could anyone ever do this? But we have several instances here of that being done. Well before the last podcast on the left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got 10 to 15. That's a nice festive shirt that someone made of an ugly boy who says, my pee-pee hurts.
Oddly similar to this entire situation, but years before. Here's a good video.
Oh my god! I'm gonna do it. Oh, my pee-pee hurts so good.
His pee-pee hurts so good.
Stolen from last podcast on the left, I see.
Yeah, they must be last podcast on the left listeners. Skateboarding and murder, really, it's a demographic that really ties in together. Yeah, he's 3 of the 4.
So, Bubby?
Bubby?
My pee-pee hurt. My pee-pee hurt.
His pee-pee hurts. Is he a last podcast on the left listener, this 3-year-old? Does he enjoy the antics of Henry Zabrowski when he does Chinese impersonations?
He could never. This Bubby boy could never have come up with this on his own.
No, this young toddler.
Literal 3-year-old child. Definitely must have been must have stolen it from this. Couldn't have come up. No parallel thinking at all.
No. Here's another small child.
What did you do?
I hurt my pee-pee right here.
He hurt his pee-pee.
Where at? No.
Seems like some coincidences are starting to appear.
My pee-pee hurts. That's a big pee-pee.
Yeah, yeah.
Pee-pee hurts. That's a big pee-pee. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And this boy was making it on Flipnote Studio. This is a song. This is a song made from it.
My pee-pee hurts. Indie album must be stolen from last podcast left. Couldn't have come up with this on his own.
Yeah.
Not that it's a colloquial term, much like that shirt from earlier. No, this must be. No other possible explanation.
He gets into it in like about the middle. But yeah, it's groovy.
My pee-pee hurt. Ow. My pee-pee hurt. I said ow. My pee-pee hurt. Ow. My pee-pee hurt.
Yeah, if you dance, you must quit.
Yep, interesting.
Can I have a Cheeto? Since you're not answering, I'm just gonna take one. Oh my balls. My pee-pee
I didn't know that this child had discovered podcasts in 2007.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's bruised.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
My pee-pee hurts.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny.
My pee-pee hurts, though.
No, it doesn't.
My pee-pee hurts.
Corey is the house.
Corey is the house.
What, did they get that from the Disney Channel? Is that where they said pee-pee hurts?
I will do This Is My Pee-Pee next before the last one.
Yeah.
How do we dance? We're gonna do This Is My Pee-Pee.
1, 2, 3. Oops.
Wait.
There you go.
This is my pee-pee.
These boys have invented a song about their pee-pee.
And that fella on the right, or left, Monster Energy shirt. Monster Energy Bubby.
Yeah, yeah. It's so weird how all the little coincidences line up in the fabric of time.
Yeah, so many instances of my pee-pee coming from these people that must have stolen it from the last podcast to the left. Couldn't possibly have said that, got their friends to laugh, and went, oh, I'm going to keep doing this.
I'm Marcus Jackson. This is the Redneck Pool.
Oh, it's a Jackass skit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this child's going to die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen this.
This is on Live Leak, I'm sure.
You didn't even bounce out the trampoline. You didn't even say pee-pee in that one.
I think it was just a title.
Oh,
This
the
hurts
title
my
is just-
pee-pee. Yeah, yeah. The title of the YouTube video is This Hurts My Pee-pee.
But as you saw here, can we pull up the My Pee-Pee image in the top left there? I'd like to see that one again.
Yeah.
Americana art. My pee-pee hurts. Something a child says, something they just say, because what is the most base level human reaction, Joe? If you get hurt,
Well, my
pee-pee hurts. Pee-pee hurts. It is a gut reaction.
Yeah. And a child doesn't know how to say cock yet. Something that gross and obscene.
Doesn't want to say phalanges, but he'll say his pee-pee hurts, as we saw with Dominic.
Yeah.
Poor little Dominic. His pee-pee hurt, Joe.
Yeah, yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was horrifying.
Yeah. And he must have taken it from there. There's no possible way. And he just got it from himself. Yeah. And if this joke couldn't have happened, his friends laughed and he just did it again. Nope. No way. No way, no how. Earliest instance of Joe Buckley. The Life of Joe Buckley PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Now I'll let you explain this one, Joe.
Yeah. So this is some homework I found of whenever I was just a little tiny third grader. And this is my life so far. See, so this is the life of Joe Buckley. I enjoyed monsters back then. See, there's
what is the bottom left one?
That's some kind of like Pegasus creature, some kind of weird mythological thing. And there's a skunk ape, and there's the Mothman.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Who's the middle one? Who's the middle on the top?
That's
left?
like another griffin. Yeah.
The top left of this Sasquatch?
You can't find that's Bigfoot. You can't find very much clip art of mythical creatures. I had to go I think back then.
Next slide.
Yeah. So my mom's name is Julene. She likes to play Roller Coaster Tycoon. And so did I. I enjoyed playing Roller Coaster Tycoon with her back in the happier days.
And this is an insight to Joe's psychology from even when he was a child.
Mm-hmm. My dad's name is Bob. He likes to watch basketball, and I have a picture of a young boy playing baseball.
Not you and your dad, for some reason, just a child playing D-ball.
Well, I got the wrong sport. I wasn't a sports kid. I was a cryptid kid. I was a movie-watching kid.
Look at that guy's haircut, by the way. That's weird.
Yeah, that was big back then. Brothers and sisters. My brother's name is Jake. My sister's name is Jess. They like to annoy me.
Wow. Annoyed at a young age.
Yeah, I was a constantly put upon child.
He's had to work a lot in his years. A lot of pressure for Joe Buckley to improve in all aspects of his life.
I'd be tasseled. My pets. I have a cat. He likes to play with my shoelaces.
What was his name?
It hurts too much in the heart to even say. My cat's unfortunately dead now.
Was your cat's name Pee-Pee? That would be really good for the case. Damn it. Okay.
My favorites. My favorite color is green. My favorite snacks are cheese and pretzels. My favorite singers are M&M.
What?
I like the M&Ms.
Was that seriously what was that?
I believe I meant Eminem.
I mean, it's plural. Is it Michael? Is it? I don't know, Joe. You're going to justify this.
I believe, I can't remember what I was writing in 3rd grade, but I believe it was Eminem the singer.
And your favorite movie is Jaws.
Yeah. My favorite games are chess and checkers. An intellectual at a young age. My hobbies are collecting coins.
Still true. He collects the government coins.
Mm-hmm. My favorite book is Harry Potter. Reading at a young age. How remarkable. My favorite movie is Jaws.
I bet Ryan would have liked to hear this.
Yeah.
Now your favorite movie is Gremlins.
No, my favorite movie now is Magnolia.
Shut up. No, it's not.
What a cutie. When I was born, I weighed 8 pounds, 2 ounces. I like to play with helium balloons. As a baby, I snored like my dad. Yeah, I was like a little Mylar balloon fan.
You're a baby slugger, Joe.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to accuse you of being a baby slugger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would never hit a baby unless it did something bad.
If it was like baby Hitler.
Yeah, yeah. I would go back in time and kill baby Hitler. I would punch him to death.
Shave that baby Hitler.
Yeah.
Next slide.
My toddler years. When I was a toddler, I played with my turtle. Was that a PP reference? My favorite games to play were Candyland and memory games. As a toddler, I didn't share.
Honest.
Yeah.
He's honest about his faults.
Mm-hmm.
Never denied that he would share.
No.
That's why he liked Candyland and memory games, because he didn't have to share.
Yeah, I was a board all to myself.
Yep.
Kindergarten. In kindergarten, I was in Mrs. Meyer's class. I felt good when I started school. During kindergarten, I enjoyed playing with the Legos. I learned to count and read.
Wow. He felt good when he started. That has dark implications.
Yeah.
Next.
First grade. First grade was okay. I was in Miss Sentko's class. I can remember when it was the 100th day of school.
Already the decline.
Yeah.
A hard life for young Joe Buck.
Yeah, I know.
I can only wonder what comes in the next grade.
Next came 2nd grade. This year I was in Mrs. Washkoviak's class. We made volcanoes. I really enjoyed reading. Already slipping into a solitary life of books. 3rd grade. Now I am in 3rd grade. I have Mrs. Erickson for my teacher. This year we started cubic units. I hope before the end of the year we read Goosebumps.
Wow. Already getting into the horror genre.
Yeah.
Young Joe Buckley. What a bright young cherubic child.
Yeah. It was a terrifying series of books.
Uh-oh.
It's ghastly. It was. I remember one time there was a book where you had to stay out of the basement, or else your dad will become plant.
What?
Your dad is plant if you don't stay out of the basement.
Do you remember that board game, Don't Wake Daddy, where if you had to wake your dad up and he would hit you?
Yeah, he just beats you. My invention. My partner was Nick. We decided to invent a marble tunnel. It is useful because you can play a speedy game of marbles. The materials we needed were rolls, paper, tape, and marbles.
Wow. Inventing a way. This is how you can play Speedy Marbles. That entire genre of marbles exists because of Joe Buckley.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Inventor, and that is him in that photo.
Yeah.
Young Inventors Program.
Yeah, I was a
2003?
young inventor. My future. When I grow up, I would like to be a photographer. I think this will be easy.
Primary motivation. Listen, Joe's honest about himself. He knows what he wants.
Yeah. I think it just says future. My advice to future third graders. You should study for tests. You should listen in class. Never burp loudly in class.
Honest and true Joe Buckley. He knows what's good. We said it in the wrong PowerPoint. Shit.
No, that was the right one. We didn't want to go with that.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Don't worry about it.
That was the end of it, right?
Yeah,
that was the end of it. We thought about falsifying evidence, and we had that PowerPoint that we had a my PP hurts joke in it, and we realized that would be cheating, and it would be dishonest for the judicial system to submit false evidence.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember if we did it or not. It was on the last slide. This is forensic audiology expert testimony.
This is from Liam Devlin.
Liam Knight Devlin.
Yeah. A knight in shining armor, I call him.
Please let the court record show that he has been sworn in on his chosen mediums, a Blu-ray copy of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, and on the other hand, Let the Noise. VHS rip.
A very nice French film, I bet.
So this was taken in a off-court session in which we had this expert testimony drafted. In this data analysis, they will disprove the allegations of purposeful joke thievery levied against Joe Buckley by the plaintiffs Ryan Matthew Ziegler and Co. Man with No Brain Limited LLC. They aim to prove that the use of the jokes wasn't fair and responsible use through Joe adding his own comedic intonation and timing, rendering it a piece of comedic parody, allocating it all relevant protections of fair use. Now, in this document, it lists every instance of Joe's pee-pee hurts.
Yeah, time stamped even.
So, why you make my pee-pee hurt? Why you make my pee-pee hurt, mister? My pee-pee hurt.
Right.
Episode 46, Cannibals, the last podcast on the left, 2012.
That's a long time ago.
Episode 2 of Man with No Brain. My pee-wee, my pee-wee, my pee-pee, ooh, ooh. Episode 9, Ow, my pee-pee hurt, my pee-pee hurts. Now this one's interesting. Joe Buck Shower. Ow, my pee-pee hurt, Ryan Matthew Ziegler laughs.
No.
And Joe says again, my pee-pee hurts.
Seems like everyone was laughing.
And again, it continues on. It hurts, my pee-pee hurts. The boom mic got on my pee-pee, now my pee-pee hurts. Ooh, my pee-pee hurts.
Yeah.
Interesting. And that's Tyler seems to have brought that one up as he apologizes to Ryan, knowing that he brought another instance of Joe Buckley's regressions. As you can see in the transcript here, the original Last Podcast Left broadcast, the joke is framed within a straw man impersonation of a third party. When viewing the Joe Buck dataset, we see a first-person reference being employed by the defendant. Though this Joe is altering the implied agency of the joke, staging himself as the character based on the Last Podcast Left version, he has changed the joke. The joke is no longer about why did you make my pee-pee hurt, mister? It's not why did this person do it, it's why does my pee-pee hurt?
Yeah.
How did I end up in this situation? How did I end up in pain? What did I do to deserve this? I don't understand.
It's just my little pee-pee.
And as we see here...
It's all I got.
As you can see here, the chronology of the argument. The plaintiff has stated that it's impossible for the joke to have been formed by the defendant independent of him hearing the Last Podcast Left episode. 2012, May 30th, or March 30th, September 30th? I can't tell. This person's from one of those godforsaken countries outside of the U.S. They have the day, month, year.
Everything's backwards.
This is fucking... Thank God. If they weren't adding to our case, Joe, I would just dismiss it from the court.
Yeah, they don't have guns in schools and nudity on public beaches.
Joe Buckley, I don't know if now this is European, so I don't know how true this is to countries that matter. But they believe that Joe Buckley was a key witness to the stand during the Scopes monkey trial of 1925 to give justification to Darwin and What the hell are they talking about?
No, it's because I was involved with monkey business.
Oh, the monkey business of 1925.
Yes.
Anyway, the spectrograph here. This is a comparison using the free audio program Audacity that anyone is able to use.
Yeah, you can go in and look at this evidence for yourself if you wish.
And if you look at the audio forms, my PP hurts, ooh, I make my PP hurt, mister. That's what you see in those images. Figure 1, 2, and 3. Or 1A, 1B, 1C. Now, if you keep going down, you will see Joe Buckley's instances of my PP hurts and how different they are. There's a consistent striation in it. Wow.
A vertical vocal shift.
Joe Buckley does not go, why you make my pee-pee hurt, mister? Like the original utterance of the joke. Now, if Joe was a Joe Buck joke thief, as we demonstrated earlier in our evidence, joke thieves do not innovate on a joke. They do not improve it in any way because they don't understand the point of the joke. They just know that it was funny and that somehow when it was delivered, there was something funny about it. They take that delivery, they skew it off from the straight and narrow, and it becomes a little loopty-poopty.
Now, like a Woody, a big Woody with a corkscrew.
Exactly. Joe loves Woodies. Each one of these, as I said, Audacity is a free program. You could take these and compare them yourself.
Yeah, so this man spent 42 hours listening to the man with no brain and just trying to find instances of me saying it, and he only found 5 in the entirety of the podcast.
Watching Joe grow as a comedian, voice actor, collector, and cinephile has sparked a wavering love and appreciation for the creative arts. His drive and passion for Lynch and Kubrick comes from primal source and subconscious appreciation for the weird and sublime, a desire to indulge in the creative font that spews forth from his hollow skull. Nothing in there. Joe has not only improved this man's work life, but has made them a better and more introspective person. Seeing his passion expressed in the man with no brain has given this person the energy and creative vigor to move beyond depression and creative anxiety, allowing them to express themselves more creatively.
And that's all I try to do. That's all I want. If there's one thing I want in this life, it's to help people who listen to me, to move forward and to enjoy their life and to express themselves.
Joe Buckley is willing to say things and do things that other people are simply not willing to do.
Yeah, I'll bring up my sister's boobs.
He will. Joe will say what we're all thinking.
Yeah, man.
Now, why may Joe have said his pee-pee hurts? As we have demonstrated, my pee-pee hurts is a very primal, a very deep, a very base level human reaction. And I believe that Joe had regressed to the pee-pee hurts form. We'll play this video here, and I will elaborate further. The belt hit.
You know why you're getting this, right? You understand? You understand? Look at that. My pee-pee.
Now, for those of you who had to look away from that horror scene,
I understand.
That was director and third mic Tyler Am whipping this child, whipping him in
the groin area.
The groin area, the grundle. That's grundle. Smacking. Now, Joe, I know this is very hard for you, and we're going to have to go over this again when we're on the stands.
I understand.
Okay? Has Tyler, Mr. Director, made you take your clothes off and squirm on the ground?
Yes, he's done that.
Has he hit you with a belt?
Yes.
Has he forced you, at phone recording point, to scream as loud as possible for his benefit to record and send out to the internet?
Yes, he's done that.
Has he started a hashtag movement for you to commit a felony and run around naked through the streets of Ottawa, Illinois?
Yes, that happened on 99-cent movies.
So, Joe, would you also agree with the fact that every instance of these was damaging to your fragile psyche.
Well, you know, I just really try to move past the harm that other people have done.
My case is that my client has regressed due to violent treatment, harassment by his friends, being attacked physically, emotionally, mentally. He has regressed. Forced this man against his will to bite his way through an elastic piece covered in the cheapest, stickiest lube.
They used a mop on my back.
Joe, I'm sorry that you're having to go through this trauma.
I understand.
Taking another man's pants off?
That was actually the director.
That was the director?
Yes.
You took the director's... Mr. Director had you take his pants off.
Yes.
And he recorded it for his own gratification for his film.
Yes.
My people at home, I want you to agree with me and not even listen to anything the prosecution had to say. If this comes out before or after them, ignore them.
Yeah, just turn away from it. Yeah, just
they
turn
are
that one
complicit.
off.
If Tyler goes down, Ryan goes down, Malevolent Movies goes down, all of them. It
And
comes
they can't have
tumbling
that.
down, tumbling down, tumbling down.
Yeah, this is the Ottawa, Illinois cover-up.
And I need you, and you, the other person watching this, and you, all 7 of you.
Yes, yeah. I know you like to watch it in the group. That's okay.
That's okay. It's just a group watch-on session, bro. It's fine on SyncTube. But I need your help. I need you to tune in, and I need you to listen to our arguments, and I need you to be on my side. Joe Buckley has been abused. He has been attacked. He's been harassed. He does not deserve this. He is not a joke thief. He has been pressured to his most primal state of...
My baby hurts.
I rest my case. Oh, I don't know where the picture went.
Oh, the frame's over there.
The picture's gone, Joe. I was going to pick it up and hold it.
I know, just like my innocence.
Is that the end end? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Just put like a shitty picture of Joe right here.
Yeah.
Just a completely different one.